Hi guys, they call me Black Jesus. This is Bread of Life. Now, we have a situation at hand. Why is our country now talking about cows? Now, we don't talk about cows more than we talk about human beings. Now, we are now gradually turning into a cow republic. So, how did we get here? Now, other countries are coding while we are cowing. Other countries are trading in Bitcoin while we are busy beating cow. Other countries are into humanity while we are into Nama-nity. Other countries are trading on cryptocurrency while we are trading on killing currency, like we kill each other for a living. Now, other countries are called countries while we are called cowries, or we are gradually trying to call ourselves cowries or cow trees or whatever you might call it. So this is bad because right now the focus is no longer on human beings. The focus now has shifted from human beings to animals, especially to cows. This is very wrong. Somebody said that it's more profitable to invest in cows than to invest in crypto or Bitcoin. This doesn't make sense. Yeah, because if other countries have been investing in cows, you will not have social media, you will not have internet where you come out and say this kind of thing. You will not have technology, there will be no internet, there will be no cyberspace, there will be no vehicles, there will be no airplanes, there will be no nothing. So if other countries had told their citizens not to invest in technology but to invest in cows, we wouldn't be using the technology they founded. Now, cryptocurrency, according to them, it's a way of banning it is a way of stopping terrorism. Now, if you say it's that because terrorists are being funded by crypto. Now, terrorists being funded by crypto is one thing. Now, fighting terrorism is another thing. Now, there are many ways. If you ban crypto, there are many ways they can still be funded. They can be funded by different ways. They can even be funded by cash. Now, there's a channel, there's a route which supplies are sent to terrorists. Now, terrorists is not one person, it's not two people. We're talking about a group of people, like a whole community of people. Now, if you want to fight terrorism, you have to cut down the supplies they have. Now, these terrorists have an abundance of food, of water, of medicine, of hard drugs, you understand, of even women. Understand? They have an abundance of arms, firearms. So how do these things get to them? Through which bush or through which path or through which road do these things get to them that we can't stop as a nation? Yeah, now the terrorists live in bushes, according to what we've seen. So how do they survive medically? How? Like, don't they have medical emergencies? Don't their wives there give birth? So if they have medical emergencies or surgery, do they rush them to normal government hospitals in town or what? Or do we have doctors and nurses in the terrorist camp treating and taking care of terrorists? All these are questions we need to ask ourselves as a people if we are bent on fighting terrorism. So that's it. Now, banning crypto is one thing. But see, you have to understand that among two evils, you choose a lesser one. Yeah, because for example, if you are in between the devil and the deep blue sea, these are two evils and you have to choose one among them. Now, if you are very strong, you have to face the devil and fight him. But if you're not that strong, but you can swim, then you have to dive into the deep blue sea. Now, in tackling the problem, you have to tackle it from the base. Now, the base of this problem, like in firefighting, to stop a fire, you have to quench or channel your water or your quenching device to the base of the fire. Now, the base here is that channel or that way or that road in which these things get to them. That's the best way to tackle this, not stopping or banning crypto. Now, we have two evils here, as I mentioned. Now, and we have a lesser evil and we have a higher evil. Now, your so-called method of fighting terrorism is the lesser evil. Yeah, because this is not the best way to fight terrorism by banning a means of survival of many youths in Nigeria. That's a lesser evil. Now, but making the youth go back to crime, making the youth suffer, making the youth cry, making the youth go hungry and die is the higher evil. So you have to choose between them. Banning this for your so-called method of stopping terrorism, and also banning this to let our youth suffer. Now, very soon, our youth now will now seek help from sister nations nearby. They'll start using their banks and all that to do transactions. There again, we lose. We'll nosedive into another type of Jonesing. We've gone a step further and 2 steps backward. So it's something we should consider. Now, if you say that the crypto is a means of financial loss, like it's risky and is a means where people might lose money, yeah, it's okay. You have to allow people to venture into any financial business or adventure they feel comfortable with. Yeah, because in Nigeria, everything is a risk. In Nigeria, for you to finish school and get a job, it's a risk. In Nigeria, for you to sleep in your house and wake up safely is a risk. In Nigeria, for you to travel from one point to another is a risk. In Nigeria, for you to go to the hospital and come back alive, it's a risk. In Nigeria, for you to go for NYSC in some parts of the country and come back alive without turning out dead is a risk. In Nigeria, everything is a risk. Even ordinary soup where you cook, put for fridge, it go sour because na risk, because NEPA no go bring light. So in Nigeria, everything is a risk. So even in the banks, cars are parked at owner's risk. So allow individuals to venture into any kind of business they feel comfortable with, insofar those businesses are legal, so that our youth will not go back to crime, our youth will not go back to different kind of atrocities just to survive, because there are no jobs, there are no means of survival. So this is the best way we should handle this. Now, we should play down on this idea of talking about cows all the time, and we should talk about human beings. Yeah, we should talk about humanity, not Nama-nity. So we should talk about the ways of improving the life of citizens of Nigeria. Yeah, we should forget about this risk factor, because even in Nigeria, to vote in an election is a risk, because your vote might not count. Even if your vote counts, the person you are voting into power might abandon you and everybody that voted for them to do their own bidding over there. So everything is a risk. So allow human beings to take this kind of citizens to take this risk, insofar as a legal means of survival, of making ends meet. In summary, we should do more of talking about humanity than cows and animals, because we are a country and not a cowrie, because we are dealing with human beings and we're not dealing with animals. Thank you.